Hey guys, Teacher Bailey here this week with a second video about Say ABC. My first video went really well and I had lots of comments and emails with questions. That makes me super happy because that means you guys are interested in Say ABC. I want to help you with all your questions, so I picked one to answer today, and actually I'm only answering a part of it. I'm going to break it up. The question was, how can I be the best candidate for Say ABC? Wow, that's a loaded question, and that's why I'm breaking it up. There's about 100 ways you could be the best candidate, and I'm going to talk about the most important one. The first one today is technology. When you go on for your Say ABC interview, they actually do an IT test right there on your technology remotely, and if you don't have good technology, it's really going to knock you down in your points for getting the job. So you have to make sure you have the basic technology that they need. I will give you a warning, my technology, some of it goes above and beyond, and I will show you extras I have at the end that I've collected to help make my classroom experience a little better. But I will tell you the basics that you need. And I will have links down below in the description of exactly the technology I use, so you can go online, see exactly how much it costs, and order it right there. I will also have my referral code and link down at the bottom, so if you are interested after this video, make sure you post comments, email me, and use my code or referral link. Alright, here we go. So the basic three things you need are a laptop, headphones, and a good internet connection. So let me tell you what I use. I use a laptop that is an HP Pavilion X360, and that's just what works for me. I went to Best Buy or any computer store and I kind of figured out what worked for me. Go in, figure out what works for you. It just needs to have a webcam and be able to connect to the internet. So pretty simple. The next thing are your headphones. You have to use headphones and they have to have a microphone. I will warn you, mine are on the cheaper end and mine are kind of clunky. So these have an adjustable microphone. If I need to cough, I can move it away. These were cheaper. Now you can use the iPhone headphones with the little microphone. It just didn't happen to work for me. So I use these big clunky ones and they just go in the regular headphone jack. I have a splitter that helps me, so there's an input for sound and for my headphones. And just this little jack and the headphones together cost about $25. So one of the cheaper options you can have for headphones. And the kids think they're hilarious. A lot of theirs are big too. So those are the headphones that I use. And the last thing, super important, is your internet connection. Now you can try Wi-Fi, but we all know Wi-Fi goes in and out and it's not the most reliable. So they actually prefer that you have a wired connection, an Ethernet connection. Now I don't sit by my router, I sit in a different room, and I didn't want an Ethernet cable going all the way through my house to my router. So I found this amazing piece of technology called the Netgear Powerline. And you just get an Ethernet cord and these little boxes. There's two of them. One of them plugs into the wall by your router with your Ethernet cord. The other one plugs in the room where you are, and then the Ethernet goes into your computer. Or if you can't put Ethernet in your computer, get one of these little jacks like I have. It turns Ethernet into USB and plug it right into your USB port. This brings the Ethernet through the electronics in your house right to your outlets, and it brings the wired connection straight to your room where you are. This makes sure that I'm getting the full amount of internet that I can, and I don't have to worry, is my connection going to break? Am I going to have a teacher IT issue on my thing and not get the bonuses for those classes I taught? So make sure you have this. It's also portable. I can just wrap it up. I take it to my parents' house or whoever I'm visiting, and then I make sure that I have the full connection to their internet as well. So those are my three basics. I do have a couple extras. I would suggest maybe later on getting a USB mouse to draw on the screen. It's pretty helpful. Or if you want to take it a step further, I have something called a bamboo ink pen. These are about $50, but they can write on any touchscreen HP computer. And it looks just like my regular handwriting when I write for the students on the screen. So I'm not striking through when I try and underline. I can actually be very precise with this pen. So that's something I added later on that really works well. And the last thing I added on is my lighting, which I can't show you right now because it is lighting me. It's a lamp that I set on my desk, and I can move it a bunch of different ways. It costs about $40, but it makes sure that my props, when I hold them up, are seen from any angle and not just in the specific lighted corner of my screen with my lighting. So things you can invest in later on. Next week I will be talking about props because those make you an ideal candidate as well. So stay tuned for my props video next week. Use my link, post comments, give me emails. I loved getting the emails this week, and I will respond to those quickly. And see you next week, and see you in the Say ABC classroom.